guys, it's Julia from Makit Takit, and today I am going to be talking about one of our favorite products around here called the Lilli Loom, and it is a great introduction into weaving. This last summer, Christy and I took a trip, and I had never woven anything before besides just arts and crafts, you know, in elementary school. And I never thought I'd be very into weaving. And then I saw all the beautiful things that they had made at this convention. So it did take me, added a little bit of extra craft to my repertoire, I guess how you say it. I do knitting and crocheting mostly, but the addition to weaving was very exciting. So it gives me a craft to do that is not weighing me down, super hot. It's fast to get through the projects. It doesn't use up as much yarn, and it's really pretty to just hang on your wall. So I'm sure you guys have all seen Pinterest and whatever magazines with all these beautiful woven creations on the wall, and it's a great piece of art. So I was gonna show you guys the kit that we've decided to come up with. So the kit includes a Lilli Loom, and this is what the box looks like. The loom, it includes the loom, it includes all these little tools. Yep, there we go. Everything basically you need to work with. And we're also including 3 skeins of yarn, whatever you choose, out of our universal wool. So I will give you guys a little tour of how easy it is to weave and just kind of what you're looking at. So let's get started. Voila! This is a piece, it was basically the first piece that I had ever worked on, and it is on the Lilli Loom. The loom is a rectangle. It sits on your lap, and this part sits on your lap, and this part sits on the table. And to start off, you warp the loom, and what the warp is this yarn that comes over and under around these little pegs, and you start off with a knot. You wrap it over or around this one and down and up and down, and then at the end of that, then you make another knot at the other side. You can warp with, I used cotton here, a white cotton, but you can warp with any of the colors of yarn that you get as well. Now, as you can see, I've used some finer yarns here and some heavier, more bulky yarn. In this other section, I used a regular yarn, but then I added some sequence yarn in there to give it a little bit of shine and sparkle. On this row, I did fringe and kind of cut it that way. You can make the rows go curved, you can make them go straight. So today I'm just going to kind of show you how this whole thing works. After you get it warped, like I said, going back and forth with that yarn, then you are the other piece of the puzzle is this. This is a stick that goes in there. It kind of holds that space. I'm going to show you guys how I have that done. So basically, I'm going to, you know, when you learned in elementary school or wherever, you know that you go up and down, up and down, up and down when you weave things. A lot of times when you were younger, probably used paper to make that same kind of woven fabric. So basically, you take this stick and you go under the first piece of yarn, over the second piece, under the third piece, over the fourth piece, and kind of just going back and forth, under, over, all the way across, oopsie, the loom, like so, over, under. All the way to the end. And that kind of just keeps the pattern open for you so that it makes it easier to find your rows when you're going back and forth. It makes it very handy. So the first thing that you are going to want to do is take your shuttle, which is this piece, and you are going to wrap some yarn around it. So with this shuttle, they have two little circles, so you can put in one side and pull it out the other side, like that. And just wrap it around is the easiest way, over and over and over again until you get the amount of yarn you want. Sometimes you don't even know the amount of yarn, so you just go until you think that's a good amount. So you keep winding. Okay, I'm going to call this good. It's not a lot. Cut it off. So, okay. So remember I had pulled this stick up and down, up and down. The other stick basically is called a pickup stick, and it looks like this. And what you're gonna do, this I normally keep at the top, but just for the demonstration, I'm gonna kind of show you how I manage this. So if I wanted to, I'm gonna start on this side and work this way. You can really work either direction, kind of depending on what you want the pattern to look like. So I'm gonna start by weaving under or over and under instead of on the other side we did under and over. Yes, that's right. Sorry. Box in my way. Okay. There we go. So we're going to go under and over, all the way across. Like I said, that stick will be closer to the top so you don't have to compete with it. Move it. You kind of think you probably get the gist. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it this way. So now we have a nice big giant path for the shuttle to go through. So the shuttle is going to go underneath where that path was made by the pickup stick, and it's going to come out the other side. So then we have a little end, sorry, and it comes out this way. Then we take it and kind of do a little bit of a beating down. This is where this little pick guy comes in play, so it can help put everything down in its place. And then we're going to go the other way. The nice thing about this other way is because this stick is already through there like that, basically you're just going to follow underneath the threads that are following that stick. Pull it up. Make sure you have enough yarn out to get the other direction all the way through. And then again, take down your pickup stick, kind of smush it this way, and pick it down. And you can do all kinds of different designs. You can make this yarn that's sitting behind here pop out more by not doing this as much or using different sizes. But basically, that's the long and short of it. After you're done, you weave in your ends with this thing, and you'll be able to slide a pole through it and weave off the ends on the bottom, hang it on your wall, do whatever you want with it. It's a really fun project. I love it because it's easy, it's light, I don't have a bunch of yarn sitting in my lap. I can do it, my kids can do it, pretty much everybody can do it, whatever skill level that you have. It's not a super intricate thing to have to learn to use this specific loom. So that's why we really like it for a first time loom. Currently we're gonna package it where you get the loom and all that stuff comes with it. And then, like I said, 3 different skeins of our universal wool, and it'll be $75, which is basically you get a free skein of wool. And that's pretty much that. And if you have any questions about how to use it or packaging information, just go ahead and give us an email or call us, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.